watching Rogers TV.
Hello and welcome to What's Up London. I'm your host, Melissa Maloney. Today's episode is filled with holiday spirit, community service, joyful storytelling, and exciting opportunities for families. Whether you're looking to give back, feel inspired, or discover new local resources, we have something for you. We're starting with a meaningful holiday tradition that supports people across our community. The Salvation Army's Christmas Kettle campaign is underway, and with it comes the need for volunteers and community to support. Talking to us about all the things happening with the Salvation Army this time of year is Executive Director Nancy Kerr. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Melissa.
Excited to have you with us. Always tough this time of year for a lot of the people who you help serve and support.
Yes. Yeah, we're in the midst of getting applications for our Christmas Assistance Program, and this year we expect to serve about 3,500 families this Christmas, over 4,500 kids who will have toys under the tree because of the program, because of the generosity of Londoners.
Amazing. I'm curious, and sorry I'm putting you on the spot, but how is that a significant increase, that 3,500 families compared to last year?
It's pretty much the same as last year. We have to keep our numbers consistent because of we just can't help
everybody.
We try to, but just with the increased cost of everything, we give out a gift card for PC for their Christmas dinner. So everybody knows the cost of food has gone up so much. So we try to give enough to help them a little bit to meet their needs for their Christmas.
Amazing.
As well as obviously the toys for the kids.
Definitely. So the Kettle campaign is, I'm going to assume, probably one of the greatest ways that you raise funds over the holiday season.
Yes, it's our basically our only big campaign throughout the year for us locally. We've been doing it for over 130 years here in London.
Wow.
And we have 45 Kettle locations throughout the City of London this year. Our goal is $650,000.
Okay.
We need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of volunteers to stand at those locations. And if people are interested, I always say it's 2 hours. It's the length of a cheesy Hallmark Christmas movie and much more rewarding. And they just need to go to londonchristmaskettles.ca to sign up.
And I think that's a really good point. They're not committing for a day, they're not committing for the whole season. You're really looking for a minimum of that sort of 2 hour block.
Right, yep. Some people do many shifts.
Yes.
But yes, if you can do 2 hours, we would love it. We would be so grateful.
Amazing. And I know last year for sure I noticed it, but people can now pay with card at most of the kettles, or is it at all of them?
We have all of them now.
Okay.
Tip tap, yep.
That's amazing. And I think that was one of the greatest changes that you made, because I know I always felt bad because I don't always have cash.
Yep.
Amazing. And then you've got the Santa Shuffle as well coming up.
Yes, that is on December 6th, and we're changing it up a bit this year. We're going to be walking through Springbank Park instead of around a track at a school. So we're hopeful that people would be more interested in doing that.
Amazing.
And they can sign up to do that too at londonsantashuftle.ca.
And do people dress up for Santa Shuffle?
Absolutely. Yes, there's kind of contests, and people try to come with the craziest or the coolest Christmas costumes. They come as teams, they come as families, and they dress up their dogs.
Amazing. And so so people pay a fee to register for that, and collect donations as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. How far is the walk?
It is 5 kilometers.
Oh, okay.
And it's an elf walk and run and shuffle. You can do whatever you want. If you can't do the whole amount, that's fine.
It's
too.
just come out, enjoy.
Yes.
And yeah, I think doing it outside will be a nice. It could lead to some even funnier costumes, I'm sure.
Yes, you're right.
Amazing. And then tonight, there is something else happening tonight as well. You have a very busy month.
We do. Tonight, it's put on by the London Citadel Salvation Army. Their band is a fantastic band, and they have a timbrels. If you haven't seen it, it's a sight to see. And it's the Festival of Carols, and a lot of people, it's the highlight of their Christmas season. It's kind of what jump starts it for them. And it is tonight at Metropolitan United Church at 7:30. Donation is admission is donation by cash or hats and mitts for kids, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful evening.
Amazing. How can people, in case, we'll obviously put your contact information on there, but what's the best way for people to sort of see all the things that are happening at Salvation Army?
To see all the things, our website is londoncs.ca. So that's London Community Services, londoncs.ca, and all of the information is on there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in, and thank you for everything you do.
Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
As this season of light and warmth fills our homes, we want to wish you all a safe and joyful holiday season. From our families to yours, have a happy holiday and bright new year.
Hi everyone, my name's Emily Febri. I'm also known as Ranger M. I'm an environmental communicator and educator, and I get to talk to a lot of different people about all things nature and conservation. I love to knowledge share, and that's what I want to do with you. So come on, let's go learn with Ranger M.
Public transit, garbage pickup, parks and recreation programs, snow removal on your street. How can you stay informed about these and other important local services? Tune to City Council coverage on Rogers TV. See your community leaders at work on Rogers TV City Council coverage.
Our next guest is a TEDx speaker, high-performance coach, and now best-selling author. Nicole Kernohan's new book, Audacious Joy, blends science, soul, and storytelling to help people reconnect with purpose and cultivate a deeper sense of happiness. Her own lived experience brings powerful insight into resilience and well-being. Welcome to the show, Nicole.
Thank you so much for having me.
Glad to have you back. Congratulations on the book, bestseller in the first week.
Yep.
Amazing.
So awesome. Thank you.
Amazing. So what inspired you to write the book? What inspired Audacious Joy?
Well, you know, it's interesting because when I was in university, I had an MS episode, which is not the main point of the story, but because that happened, I lost functionality of the right side of my body. And I was still able to feel joyful. I was still upbeat. I was still, even in the hospital, we were goofing around. And I had a friend ask me when we were walking to class after I had started to regain functionality, he said, how can you be so joyful when you're going through this struggle?
Yep.
And it was the first time, this was 22 years ago now, it was the first time I realized, wait, joy is something inside. Everyone around me seems to think this is a terrible circumstance, and it is hard, but you can experience joy from the inside. And it was 10 years later when I stumbled into psychology, but that was kind of the catalyst.
Amazing. So how do you then define Audacious Joy? What's Audacious Joy for you?
Audacious Joy is a bold, brave, courageous way of showing up. It's being. It's a way of being, like a state of being, not just an experience. I call it audacious because it might show up as peace or calm one day. It might show up as bubbly, upbeat, jumping around version another day. It's just the willingness to experience and choose joy regardless of circumstance. It's like a choice.
I love that.
It's bold.
It's bold, yeah. And that's what I take when I hear Audacious Joy, is that it's not just a thing. It's bigger than that. So I know you say there's a difference between joy and happiness. So for people who would think, oh, joy is happiness, how would you define it differently?
Such a good question. So happiness is typically more circumstantial. It's more something happens to you, maybe you achieve a goal, achieve something. It's based on your circumstance. And it's good to feel happy when you have a good circumstance and something happens. But joy, however, is from the inside.
Okay.
Joy is something that awakens from within. And that's why in my experience, when I was paralyzed and the doctor said you may or may not regain functionality, I was still experiencing joy. I couldn't explain it at that time.
Couldn't put language to it.
But it's this understanding that you can choose to feel joy regardless of your circumstance. So it's an inner state rather than a temporary feeling.
Okay. I have a follow-up question then to that. So if we're looking at it as an inner state versus sort of a circumstantial feeling, would you say that people who feel joy are essentially almost in a constant state of joy, if that makes sense? Like, would you say it's there almost permanently?
Well, versions of it show up consistently. I wouldn't say permanently, because we're human and we have moments of grief, and including me, right? We have ups and downs. And it's kind of like the state of gratitude is a similar feeling where you can feel grateful. In every moment, there is something to be grateful for, even if you're not grateful for everything. And in every moment, there's something that you can feel, peace, happiness, joy, something that you can feel that for, even if you don't feel it for everything. So it's pretty consistent, but not constant.
Got it. That's a good way of looking at it. Amazing. So in our last 90-ish seconds, it's holiday season. People are probably stressed out, they're overwhelmed, they might not be feeling the joy of the holidays. What is a tip that you could give to them to help them feel more joy?
My top tip for anyone who's doing this today, or if you're watching right now, is to take one single deep breath, relax your shoulders, and think of one person in your life that you are thankful for and feel the appreciation of. We can't do it right now because we don't have our phones right in front of us, but the next step is to take out your phone and text that person. Getting into expression of appreciation significantly increases your feeling of gratitude and joy. Joy and gratitude are so similar on the feeling state scale that if you can express appreciation, you can tap into that. And I did that with a boss of 18 years ago last week. I just texted him that I wrote about you in my book and I expressed my appreciation, and both the person receiving the text feels it, and you also get to feel the benefit of what it's like to express appreciation, and we don't do it enough. Amazing.
Thank you for that. As we close out, how can people find you? How can they connect with the book? What's the best way for them to find you?
Awesome. Yeah, the book is on Amazon. It's audaciousjoybook.ca.
Okay.
Audaciousjoybook.ca is the website, and it'll bring you into Amazon. And there's the ebook as well as the paperback.
Amazing. Congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.
This program is brought to you by Rogers Xfinity, connecting you to more of what you love. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
As this season of light and warmth fills our homes, we want to wish you all a safe and joyful holiday season. From our families to yours, have a happy holiday and bright new year.
Join the high-energy, bodyweight-based workouts of the Thunder Twins. Gerald and Harold will get all shapes and sizes up and moving. Catch the Thunder Mondays at noon.
You're watching an interesting local show on Rogers TV and you want to know more. That's when you head to RogersTV.com. Our website provides more information about our programs, our hosts, our schedule, and about how you too can get involved with Rogers TV. Visit us online at RogersTV.com.
After a night out with your friends, not having a plan for a safe ride home can leave you in a bad spot. You could end up riding in a police car, an ambulance, or a hearse. These unplanned modes of transportation can be a costly choice and do not take you home. Your plan could include a designated driver, a taxi, or public transit. Drink responsibly, choose your ride, and have a plan for a safe ride home.
Visit ArriveAlive.org to find out more.
Our next guests are making it easier than ever for families to discover programs, camps, classes, and activities across the region, all through their newly launched website designed just in time for summer camp registration season. Here to tell us all about it are Courtney and Emily. Welcome to the show, both of you.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Excited to talk about this. Crazy that in December we're talking about registering for summer camps already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So from what I understand, this was built out of necessity. Is there a story of chaos?
Yeah. So both of us are moms. I have 3 boys and Emily has 1 son.
Okay.
And we actually, by circumstance, met each other at tennis.
Okay.
We were both taking a little bit of a leave from our day jobs. So I was a speech language pathologist, Emily's a lawyer. And we just happened to meet, and we had a break during tennis. We're talking about trying to find things for our kids to do and feeling like, you know, there's so much out there, but you don't know what you don't know unless you have one of those like super mom people in your life.
Yes.
Who's like, registration's tomorrow, get on your computer right away. So we ended up saying, and talking a little bit more about this, and Emily had the idea, like, there should be a centralized website that every parent could go to.
Makes total sense.
Total sense. And I was like, yes, there should.
And when this happens, you build it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Amazing. So what I think is so interesting is that it's more than just camps. Like it's all things on the site. So from what you've explained, this is a revamp of an existing site that you've updated and modified.
Yes, yeah, we have. So after that conversation, we had started building a list, and we registered the domain and then just made a list of all of the summer camps only that we could find.
Okay.
Simple list. And then from there, we expanded to moving into activities, and we upgraded our site slightly.
Yeah.
Made it a little more sophisticated, put on kids' activities, and then places that host kids' birthdays or birthday party providers. And then we went as far as we could with that. So now we have developed what's essentially a little search engine.
Okay.
So you can go on there, and it's just dedicated to camps, activities, birthday parties, and search everything in one spot.
Amazing.
Dynamic.
And so 400 different organizations, groups, that's a lot.
Yeah.
I would have no idea that there were that many things. Like, no wonder people can't find it.
Yeah, and that's what we were running into, that you kind of know about some of the bigger ones that are, or ones that have had a long history in the city or that type of thing. But there's so many little hidden gems of different activities, different camps, different birthday party ideas that if people knew more about it or were able to easily access them, then there's many different opportunities and options, for parents.
And we were chatting before the show about sort of the dynamic of getting access to these camps has really significantly changed over the last few years. Like when my kids were registering for camp, I didn't have to worry. There was I could register last minute. There was still availability.
Oh yeah.
And that's completely changed now for parents.
Yes, it's
like Taylor Swift tickets.
Exactly. Log in at midnight. Be the first one on.
Exactly. You have to set your alarm. You have to, and
parents, grandparents, everybody get on board.
and we joke about it, but it kind of is the reality now. And so what we're hoping to do with this is not only help remind people of when these registration dates are coming up, but also that there's other options that are out there as well.
Yes.
So really quality camps.
Yeah, so if you miss the one that you think is the one, there actually could be another one that is just as good of a fit. Yeah.
And close to your house.
Yeah, exactly. And convenient.
Yes.
So as we're sort of getting closer to the end, in terms of, it sounds like the search function is what's really sort of been enhanced. So people have the option, do they have the option to search by price as well?
Yes.
Amazing.
So we have 2 different options. The website is a free to use option with certain filter features, but then there's also enhanced filters if you want to become a premium parent and have a subscription. And those are things that are things like, do they provide extended care? Do they provide lunch? Are there accessibility accommodations for your children. So all of those things are additional, but the basics, you can search by location and keyword, and you can find things right in your neighborhood.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on and telling us about it. We will make sure to get the word out to all the moms and dads.
And dads.
Yeah. Well, let's get real. we know.
Thank you both.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll be right back.
I'm sure right now a lot of you feel like you aren't able to be who you truly are.
What's most important, more important than everybody else knowing who you are, is that you know who you are.
As a young person, time moves slower for you. And just know that things will get better.
It Gets Better Canada is a registered Canadian charity with a focus on uplifting our queer youth through the power of digital storytelling.
As a Two-Spirit person, I use they, them pronouns, but that's not the case for every Two-Spirit person.
There are so many voices out there that we didn't have 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
No matter what your mind tells you, you really are perfect the way you are, so stop beating yourself up so much.
I'm gonna be a boy in a dress, because why not?
Your identity is explosive.
We all have our unique journeys, but one thing that connects us all is the desire to be happy, the desire to celebrate being our authentic selves.
Every year, dozens of Canadians are killed or seriously injured because they take risks around railway tracks. Talk to your loved ones about rail safety. Visit stoptracktragedies.ca.
And to finish the show, we are celebrating theater and the incredible talent of performers aged 55 and up. Silver Spotlight Theater, the 55-plus division of musical theater productions, is preparing for its 4th production. And here to tell us about it are director Rick Smith and performer Lisa Jones. Welcome to the show, both of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So, there's so much that we could talk about with this, and I'm very excited.
Yes.
So why don't we talk a little bit about the theater group as a starting point?
Absolutely, yeah. It started about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Art Fiddler, big person in community theater, had this idea of having a wing for people age 55 plus, because we tend to be, there are fewer and fewer parts for them.
Okay.
And so he had this great idea, and we launched it with MTP. We tried it out initially with Babes in Arms, then we followed it up with Grease, which was a huge hit. And then we did Into the Woods last year, and now we're doing Showtune.
Amazing. So, Lisa, as a performer, what encouraged you to get involved sort of in the 55-plus side of the theater?
Well, like Rick said, there's fewer and fewer roles for the older folk in society, and I wanted to get back on the stage. I'd been in younger years, and so it was an opportunity to do something fun with like-minded and like-aged people.
And I think that really, it's so great to have sort of that space for community and connection. It's super fun. I just think it's amazing. This performance, this show is also super exciting.
It is. It celebrates Jerry Herman's music. Excuse me. Hello Dolly, Mame, La Cage aux Folles are what are big hits for him, and it really is a musical review of all those classic numbers that people are likely going to remember from any of those shows. Our senior folks are up there. They're singing, they're dancing, they're just having a great time. But it's also, from an audience perspective, very hummable tunes. So people are going to leave thinking of those tunes. It's very engaging, and they're going to be tapping their toes. It's very lighthearted. It's nothing heavy and serious, and it's just heartwarming type of music. and lyrics, and I think that's kind of what we all kind of need around this time of this time
Yes.
for sure.
Well, and I think, it's always, I love the shows. I think about some of the shows I've seen, the ones that, make me want to sing, make me want to dance. Those are some of my favorite shows to go and participate in because you just get engaged in a different way.
Absolutely.
You wake up in the middle of the night singing the song.
Exactly. And I know you were saying like the idea of sort of performing these old Broadway songs was something that really intrigued you and interested you.
Yeah, because they're reviving a lot of them on Broadway now, but it's nice to have the revival within the community theater.
Amazing. So in this, it's more, is there a storyline that we're following at all, or it's more of just a review?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
They do tie some songs together with a very loose storyline, but it is all music all the time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
How fun is that? Who would you say your audience would be for this? Anyone in particular?
Honestly, I would say anywhere from 10 to 90. I mean, honestly, anyone that enjoys the sound of a Broadway musical will enjoy it. There's nothing that would prevent any young kids to come see it, and I think people in their 55 plus range also will enjoy the music because it'll be familiar with them as well.
Amazing. And so where are you putting this on this year?
This year we're doing it at the Auburn Theater underneath the Grand Theater from December the 4th to the 14th.
Okay. And people can get tickets online, like on your site or on the Grand site?
They can visit mtp.london.ca or they can go right to the Grand Theater box office and get it through the box office or on their online ticket ordering system.
Amazing. I need to ask, what would you say is one of your favorites that you're performing?
Well, I am not in my most favorite one.
Oh.
I think the way that Mame has been choreographed, and it's such a fun piece, and it's near the end of the show, and that is my favorite out of everything. But then the second one is the one that I am in, and it's Man in the Moon and Gooch's song.
Okay.
So those are very fun, comical songs.
Oh, that's fun. Oh, and the comical ones are always fun because you can be a little bit more theatrical with them.
Exactly. Yeah, exaggerated for sure.
Amazing. Thank you both so much for coming in. We will send people to get tickets, and I'm sure it'll be an amazing run for you at Auburn.
Great, thank you.
Thank you. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. A heartfelt thank you to our guests for their incredible work that they're doing to uplift, inspire, and support our community. Be sure to follow these organizations online, support their events, and remember to like, share, and comment on their social posts. It truly helps to amplify their impact. Until next time, stay safe, be kind, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Connect with us by visiting our website or email us at comments@rogerstv.com.
Rogers TV London is proud to present Live from Quiet Earth live concert series. Tune in weekly when we present some of the best bands and musicians from our community performing live at Quiet Earth, a unique concert and event venue. Live from Quiet Earth is a production of Brent Jones and the Digital Creative Arts Centre at BGC London in association with the Forest City London Music Awards and Rogers TV London.
It's closing time, and you stayed out longer than you planned. So now you can't drive.